March on Crime, or Lucha contra el Crimen, began in 1984, and the program is built upon the premise that no one group can do it alone. Neighbors need to help neighbors. Communities need to work with HPD, and in turn, HPD needs to work with those in the community. Everyone needs to take responsibility for helping to keep this great city safe. In fact, One Safe Houston plan focuses on beefing up law enforcement with more boots on the ground, and at the same time using more technology, and then working in collaboration with the community, having more community engagement, and all of us working together to make our city one safe city. One Safe Houston represents a holistic approach to combating violent crime on the streets while being responsive to the needs of victims and building healthier communities in the process. Law enforcement efforts alone will not sufficiently address the symptoms of crime, and as many of you know, last week I attended a news conference with residents of the McGregor Super Neighborhood and Riverside Civic Association as they expressed concerns over increasing crime in their community after 5 people were shot in a fight that spilled into the streets at Spivey's. The City of Houston filed a Texas Civil Practice and Remedies Code Chapter 125 common nuisance lawsuit seeking a temporary and permanent injunction against the owner of that particular bar. This was not the first Chapter 125 lawsuit that was filed, and I know it will not be the last. But these are examples of how the city is working with the community to fight crime. We've talked about our criminal court backlog in Harris County. We know we need to work to bring that down. We've talked about our bail bonding system, and I've asked the city attorney to propose an ordinance prohibiting where bail bond companies are charging less than the 10% minimum or allowing a layaway system, allowing violent criminals back on our streets. That ordinance should be presented to city council members this month. We've talked about HB 1927, permitless carry, which is now in effect, allowing people to carry a gun without a permit, license, or any kind of training. Many law enforcement agencies, including HPD, spoke against and raised concerns about House Bill 1927. Those concerns have come to the light of day. And this year, as we commemorate the annual March on Crime, we're also facing challenges, but this is also a can-do city. And we are resilient, and we will get through this together. I know there's not a better police force anywhere in the city than one that's right here in the city of Houston. So very proud of these men and women who are out there on the street every single day working to make our city safe. As a city, we simply need to support them, do the things that we individually and collectively can do, and if we work together, this will be one safe city. Having said that, Chief Fenner, let me present to you this proclamation. In fact, I'm going to ask the council members, you come a little bit closer, And essentially, the March on Crime program was created in December 1984 by Dr. Don Rosette out of the growing concern over violent crimes being committed in the black community. The campaign's first year achieved much success, and as Director Cloud said, it expanded to the Hispanic community, Lucha contra el Crimen, which began in 1986. The program was combined in 1991 and open to all citizens of Houston. March on Crime, Lucha contra el Crimen is designed to disseminate crime prevention information through both electronic and print media, as well as teaching those within the community new strategies to reduce crime in their neighborhood. In 2022, March on Crime, Lucha contra el Crimen continues to focus on the education of the public on crime and crime prevention in their community and reinforce the Keep Houston Safe public safety campaign. Officers throughout Houston reach out to local businesses, schools, and communities to continue crime prevention and the implementation of crime prevention efforts aimed at the elimination of criminal incidents. We are very appreciative to every single law enforcement officer in the city of Houston, and we vow our support to each and every one of them. The City of Houston commends March on Crime Lucha contra el Crimen for its tireless work throughout local communities to inform citizens about crime prevention and its efforts to reduce criminal activity. So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim this day, March 1st, 2022, as March on Crime Lucha contra el Crimen Month in Houston, Texas. Thank you all for what you do.
All right. Got it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.